Okay, hello YouTube, hello. This is Flary, the ASMR artist speaking. Today I have a Halloween kind of special. I mean, it's not directly Halloween themed video. I guess it has a vampire, so take that as you will. I just decided to do this audio in light of the holiday coming up. Hopefully y'all have a good Halloween whenever you listen to this. Hopefully you're having a good day as well. And the reason I wanted to do it was mainly just to support and give my appreciation and love for you guys. You know, I appreciate you guys coming and listening to my videos, and thank you to my subscribers, of course. So I at least wanted to give y'all the respect and give y'all an audio for the special day. Normally I don't do, back-to-back weeks like this where I upload videos, but my schedule has been more lenient, and as I said before, just wanted to give y'all a Halloween special kind of thing. I hope this and all my other audios give you some kind of support or comfort, or whatever reason you're listening to it. Hopefully it serves y'all well. I wish each and one of you guys the best. Stay safe out there. Make sure to stay hydrated and eat all of your meals. You gotta be healthy, of course. But I wish you guys the best as well. Hopefully with whatever you guys are going through. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next audio, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, please. I only keep doing this because the increase in support. So if you guys continue to show me support, then I'll continue doing these. So I appreciate it, each one of you guys. Again, I don't know how many times I can say it, but thank you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Come in. Ah, good evening, Hunter. Please, come in. Welcome, my dear. I trust that you're well. That is very good to hear. I am quite well, thank you for asking. For someone who can fight so brutally, I must say, you have wonderful manners. So I've took it that you received my letter. I thought so. I see you heeded my instruction to wear something nice. You look absolutely ravishing, my dear. Let me just admire you for a moment. Hold still. At least let me have a look at you. Yes, it suits you, my dear. The way the fabric hugs you close, showing off every line and curve. It's a refreshing change, indeed, from those baggy hunting rags. Why on earth would you keep such a lovely figure hidden away, my darling? It ought to be a crime to conceal such beauty. But you do realize that concealing it might make the viewer want it all the more, don't you? Nothing is more powerful than the allure of the forbidden. Hiding that beautiful body beneath all that fabric. You're practically daring us to pull back the curtain to see what lies beyond. Those terms I mentioned. In good time, Hunter. In good time. There's no need to rush. I mean, after all, we have all night, don't we? Now, first things first. Why don't you have a seat? there you are. Please, why won't you have a drink? Dear me, you'd refuse your host. You wound me, Hunter. Now please, I do insist. What will you have? A fine choice. Then, allow me to pour your drink for you. There you are, my dear. May I propose a toast to... Oh, I think you know what's in the glass, my dear. Would it make you feel better if we pretend it's just red wine? You know, it certainly has the same pleasant burn going down. Ah, I saw that shudder. Do I repulse you, my dear? Do I make your insides curl with dread? Does the sight of me drinking send shivers dancing across that tender flesh? As you imagine where the blood came from. You needn't worry. If everything goes according to plan tonight, this glass may be the last one I'll ever have to take from an unwilling donor. Now, where were we? To you, my brave hunter, and to a fruitful meeting, from where we both be fully satisfied in the end. I'm very glad you came, my dear. I admit, I was a bit surprised. You've never been one to capitulate easily. I was afraid for a moment you'd let your stubbornness prevail. Too often, you humans would rather die than submit. However, we both know you're killed, or what remains of it, can't hold out against my forces forever. How fortunate for them that you decided to listen to reason. One moment, dear. What is your necklace there? That gold chain around your neck? Of course. I'm assuming there's some sort of charm at the bottom, though. Must be hidden beneath the fabric of your breast. May I see it? Good to know. A crucifix would have been terribly rude, considering I requested you to come unarmed. However, now you've just piqued my curiosity. Why won't you show me? A locket. How quaint. This gold work is masterful. I'd be the first one to admit it. How I envy it, being allowed to rest against that warm, soft skin. Say, my dear, would you allow me to see what's inside? Oh, it's private. My apologies. However, I must insist. Once you show me what's inside of the locket, then perhaps we can get down to business. Oh, my poor hunter. Having some trouble. Curious. The last time we met, your hands were as steady as a rock around that silver knife. Yet now, they're trembling like a leaf. Here, allow me. I must apologize, my dear. I know my hands are rather cold. Now, who could that be? Clearly, someone precious to you. Well, I thought so. How very sweet that you carry their picture with you, right over your heart. You know, it's not often that you come across a sentimental hunter. To my knowledge, I thought you were so supposed to abandon such affection when you took up the knife. I see. Don't tell me. Allow me to guess. They met their end at the hands of a vampire? And is that what spurred you to your current path? How did I know? Well, it's hardly a unique story, my dear. Still, it is a noble cause. You protect others after you fail to protect them. And now, you're here tonight, all in the hopes that somehow you'll be able to protect your precious little friends in the guild. Such a tender little thing you are. Not that I mind. After all, the more tender the meat, the finer the taste. Well, fear not, my dear. There may just be a way for you to save them. That's right. I am proposing a little deal. For my part, I am offering safety for your guild. That is, if you agree to my terms. After that, I will command my forces to retreat. Your friends will be spared, assuming, of course, they don't attempt to come after us again. I am glad you asked. You see, my dear, that is where you come in. Yes, you. A vampire's life is a dreadfully lonely one after all. I grow weary of these long, desolate nights with only my own thoughts for company. If only I had someone else to entertain me. Something more to play with. Perhaps a pet. Yes, in return for sparing your guild, I will be able to call you mine. Oh, not merely a throat, darling. True, I will need a source of sustenance, but your blood is just one of your many delectable qualities. Those tender lips and that beautiful body. Yes, I am sure I could find lots of ways to put you to good use. Finally, the kitten shows its claws. I was wondering when the knife would come out. Are you going to kill me? Go on then. Give it a try. Perhaps this time it will be different. Perhaps this time, somehow, your strike will finally hit home. How does the saying go again? The definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. You are welcome to try, my dear. But should you fail, though, I wonder what the consequences would be. I could only imagine that they would be terrible, both for you and for your little friends. The choice is yours, darling. However, if you refuse, how much longer can you hold out against me? Don't think I'll show you any mercy either. No. On the contrary, you'll have to watch your precious friends die, one by one. You'll see the light leave their eyes, their faces stricken with fear, as I drain them dry. Then I shall simply take you by force. And you'll have to live with the burden of their deaths on your conscience. But that needn't happen, my dear. Give yourself to me willingly, and I swear on my sire, neither I nor my forces shall ever touch them again, for as long as they live. Submit to me, and you won't have to lose anyone else. Do you doubt me, darling? I'd expect nothing less. Still, if there's even a chance that I'm telling the truth, surely that's better than the certain death that awaits them otherwise, wouldn't you say? Besides, do you think I wouldn't take care of a prize like yourself? A hunter as accomplished as you, with beauty like the face of the moon. Far from it. I'd be sure to keep you in good condition, so that you may shine like the jewel that you are. Not to say that I won't have a great deal of fun with you, but I like to make sure my toys last. Particularly ones as lovely as you are. Look at you, wide-eyed, trembling, helpless, like a fawn before a wolf. You have my terms, darling. What do you say? You better choose quickly. Despite living hundreds of years, I am not a patient man. Either way, you shall live. But only one choice will allow them to do the same. Well, my dear, excellent. That is exactly what I hoped you'd say. Very well. All that remains is to seal the bargain. You'll see in just a moment. But first, I must ask to put down the little toy of yours. I can't have my pet playing with sharp objects. We hate to spill your blood too soon, wouldn't we? Good, good. Now, come here. You know, something you learn soon about me is that I do not ask twice. Come here. Now. Much better. Now, kneel. That's right, my brave little hunter. On your knees. Very good. Do not worry. You'll become familiar with this position in no time. That fear racing through your veins. No matter how hard you try to mask it, I can smell it on you. As clear as a moonless night. Now, bare your neck for me, my pet. Good girl. You're doing well already. Just look at the lovely throat. Such soft skin. So smooth and supple. Don't worry, darling. I promise. I'll be gentle. At least this first time. Oh, my darling, you taste delicious, just as sweet as I hoped. You have no idea how much I've longed for this moment. Was that a whimper I heard? Ah, yes, my apologies, my dear. I did forget to warn you. There may have been a slight sting when my fangs stick out. You may think you despise it now, but trust me, my dear, there is a fine line between pain and pleasure. Before long, I promise you, you'll be begging for my touch. Just one more bite. such a good girl for me. Aw, are those tears rolling down that sweet face? Oh, my poor little pet. I know. I know. The first feeding is always the hardest. But it is alright, my dear. It is all over. At least for now. Would you like to rest? I believe you meant, yes, master. Try again. Much better. Oh, my dear, how could I refuse those pleading eyes? Come then, lean against my chair. Rest your head on my leg. There you go. That's it. There, darling. It is all right. You've made the right choice. Like I said, I'll take very good care of you. Now, get some rest. You'll need your strength for what I have planned for us. Yes. Sleep well, my former hunter. My precious little pet.